Homemade root beer. Very good. So, good evening. I am getting some more poke prepped. If it's bug bit, I'm leaving it on there. Throwing it down the hill. It'll mulch our hill for us, right? Let me preface this by saying I'm not offended. I got a lot of messages and some comments asking why we would eat poke because it's poisonous. It made me start thinking a lot about the different foods that we eat that are poisonous or have poisonous parts unless you take care of them. One that immediately comes to mind is rhubarb. If you eat the rhubarb leaves, they're poisonous. They're not edible. They're not to be eaten. If you eat raw pinto beans or lima beans, like fresh, that's not good. I know at least pinto beans like that, fresh out of your garden, are poisonous. Like, can be fatal poisonous. Tomato plant, you can't eat the tomato plant because it's a nightshade, it's poisonous. So then I started looking online and thinking, what else is poisonous? Oh, another thing that I knew was cashews. Cashews are poisonous. Cashews are not far off. They're not far apart from poison ivy. So also parts of that are poisonous. And if you eat them raw, it's like, I think it's a 25% chance you'll have a problem. I don't remember. But still poisonous. So I looked up things. Obviously there's pretzels, hominy. You use sodium hydroxide, which is lye, which is used to make soap. If you were to do that wrongly, like you can't just take your pretzel and hand dip it. You have to have a glove on at least, or tongs. Or you're going to have a problem because it's caustic. Not necessarily poisonous, but kind of the same difference. Masa, the same. Use you use lime, but lime is caustic to the skin as well. So I looked it up. Mushrooms, most wild mushrooms need to be cooked or you can have problems with those if they're already edible. You can get sick from lots of different foods like eggs or lettuce or undercooked meats or other things that people choose to eat for food that can not have good effects. I learned that lychees, they are poisonous, even fatal, before they're ripe. So if you eat one not ripe, not an exhaustive list. I only looked for a couple minutes to see what I could add to my list. So I just find it kind of interesting. I think that it's just not something that we think about or consider. Like, most people don't stop to think that cashews are poisonous because it's not available to most people in the poisonous form. Something that we learned years ago was, they're being kind of loud. Hopefully it doesn't translate loud on there. Poison ivy, mangoes, and cashews are related, and my children like mangoes, but last time we bought them, it did not bode well. There was a lot of hives involved. So it's not something that we personally consider food anymore because it's not for people here. It's just a lot of things to consider. Like, I will answer why I eat poke. I just love it. I love the texture. I love the flavor. It's my favorite green. Also, it stays tender all summer. You want to get it before it's flowered out. You want to get it before... I personally make sure I get it about this. This is the flower stamen coming out. Or not that, but the flowering head coming out. I don't pick it past that really, because the plant's composition kind of changes. So if you go to your poke patch, what I'm finding is once a week. If you go to your poke patch, you can keep ahead of it. Then I just cook up a big batch, and it obviously it's a green, it's gonna shrink a lot, but it's free food. It tastes so good. The texture is so good. The plan with this is I'm gonna make some pasta. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go for I'm not sure if I'm gonna go for a gnocchi or just a basic pasta, but that just sounds delicious. It was really, really hot today, so I spent my afternoon indoors getting stuff done in there so that this evening, my intention was to get up early this morning. Failed. We went to a graduation party last night, so I wasn't too concerned about getting up early because I was kind of whooped from going out. That's my main reasoning is I love the flavor. I love the texture. I love, like, I can get a harvest this big, really double this big once a week. And because we didn't pick, I picked in the pasture this morning and forgot it in the car, so it wilted and whatever, so I'm not going to use it. But this is just down here right by our creek, so I'm working this up. So to get an armload of greens in just a couple minutes, that's the other thing that's nice. Poke, you know, it grows really tall. So you come out, you cut the top half of the plant off. You don't have to bend over. You're cutting just right at waist height. And then you have the poke that you didn't have to weed. You didn't have to feed or compost or nothing. And you have just a very easy access. And there'll get to be a point in the summer where I just forget to go get some more, or and then it goes too far, or I'll get tired of prepping it maybe. But that's getting tired of prepping. It's not too likely for me because I just like silent, repetitive jobs. It's a cat. A gray one? Is it ours?
Yeah.
Very nice. It's a wild one?
Yeah, it's not a bobcat, it's just a cat.
Oh, like a feral one. Not friendly?
Not friendly.
Is it? That's really fun. So, that's it. I don't really have anything else to say, but I thought it was an interesting thought and topic. And I think it's good to consider your why. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why aren't you doing that other thing? I don't know. Also, kind of, it just reminds me of my grandma. I remember my grandma talking about eating it in the summers, and so if you consider something like that a heritage food, she came along at the end of the war, near the end of the war. I believe she was born in 1938, and you know, it was probably something her mama even grew up eating. I don't know. It's abundant. It's easy to identify. You can find it all over the U.S. So that's it. Can you think of any can you think of any plants that are poisonous if not taken care of properly, or have poisonous parts that you can't eat? You should comment them below. We'll see you next time. Bye.